Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we have another battle here against ScepGandy, and this time we're going to be playing UU, so always an interesting tier. It obviously is filled with a ton of great Pokemon that aren't just quite good enough to be OU, and yeah, a lot of old favorites are also reside in this tier, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. And yeah, there we go, there's the teams, and yeah, I'm bringing Stakataka, which I believe just dropped UU not too long ago, and yeah, a few other interesting Pokemon, including Mega Aerodactyl, which is a Pokemon I always liked that I kind of want to use more, but it has a hard time, obviously, doing things in OU, so let's go ahead and bring it to UU. So I'm going to go ahead and lead with that Aerodactyl, but he decides to lead with Gandy237, which is his Lycanroc, and this is the Night form, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out. I don't want to take a Rock move, so I decided to go into Stakataka. Ends up being a great play for me, because he's just going to go ahead and pop his Z move, which is the Splintering Storm Shards, which it's kind of like the new Z move, so that's pretty good. I actually thought that it was only usable by, what is it, Dawn Lycanroc, but apparently you can use it on any Lycanroc, and yeah, I didn't actually know that until this battle, so I'm like, oh, that's interesting, I suppose. Having said that, the best Lycanroc is still probably the new Lycanroc, so whatever. Either way, it's not going to do anything to Stakataka, because my Stakataka is EV'd physically bulky, and I asked the resistance, so that does absolutely nothing, so that's pretty awesome for me. He's going to go ahead and go for the Swords Dance. I don't know what he's really thinking here, because I don't think he can really, I don't think Lycanroc can have really a fighting move or a ground move. I know they can't get Earthquake, which is kind of rare for a rock Pokemon, but yeah, he just goes for what was that? Oh yeah, he Sucker Punched me, which I guess is neutral, but it's going to give me the free KO here with Gyro Ball, which pretty much all Stakatakas carry. So kind of questionable here for him to stay in with his Lycanroc instead of trying to switch out. Anyway, in comes Kommo-o. This is going to scare me away. Obviously, it can't be Commonium Z. A, because, well, because his Z move he already popped, and B, because that's actually banned in UU now. But that pretty much means that everyone you're going to see is pretty much physical. So I know that a close combat could be coming, so I decided to switch out into Starmie. He wisely actually uses the opportunity to set up with Dragon Dance, and he's going to be able to just annihilate my Starmie with Outrage, so that kind of blows. At the very least, he's locked into Outrage, though, so I can go into my Stakataka again. I know I can take this Outrage, and I'm hoping that I can just take this guy out with Gyro Ball. He does have the +1 speeds, and Stakataka is one of the slowest things in existence, so I'm able to get another KO here against Kommo-o. This time he couldn't switch out because he was locked into Outrage, so forcing him to go out into Outrage while it did cost me Starmie does allow me to take care of his Kommo-o. So anyway, in comes Chandelure, Pokemon that I was worried about coming into this match because Scarf Chandelure can do some serious work, and I decided to go for the Protect, anticipating either it's Scarf or Specs, because pretty much all of them are choiced in some way. So I know that he's going to be locked in the move that he chooses, and he does go for, I believe, the Shadow Ball, and I decide to stay in and just, you know, bank on Stakataka's huge bulk. I don't even know why I decided to go for the Toxic. I guess, you know, I just wanted to get some extra damage here in Chandelure. What it'll do is pretty much, you know, force the issue. Even if he does have odd HP, it means that he won't be able to come in, I guess, you know, 3 more times. Plus, you know, getting damage on this thing isn't that bad because my team does have a hard time getting around it. I'm going to try to go for the Protect here to maybe Protect stall a little bit. He's going to wisely switch out into his Steelix. And, yeah, that is going to force me to switch out. I obviously cannot take a ground move. This is probably his Mega. So I decided to go out into Marowak, and I know, I mean, this is actually, I believe, a Careful Marowak, so it's actually a special defense set. But I just need to cripple this Steelix. I know that I probably can't kill with Flare Blitz because Steelix has a ton of HP, you know, a ton of defense. He's going to go for a Heavy Slam, which doesn't do anything to Marowak, and I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz, and I'm hoping for good damage. I'm not expecting to kill, and I do decent damage, actually, considering I'm not max attack, so still not bad damage. He is going to get the, obviously, Earthquake off on me, though, which will kill me, but, yeah, I needed to cripple the Steelix a bit. Regardless, in comes my Superior, and now, at this point, I know I can Revenge Kill it. Just going to go for a Leaf Storm. If he stays in, that should kill. Not to mention, it will give me the +2 special attack either way. And that's neat. So, in comes his, Chandelure again. And, if this thing's Scarfed, obviously, it can outspeed me, so I'm like, I don't really want to lose Superior right now, so I'm going to go ahead and sack Stakataka. It's at really low HP at the moment. It can't outspeed anything, so it just seems like the obvious thing, just to see what he would lock himself into. He goes for a Fire Blast, and that will indeed finish off my Stukataka, but that allows me, assuming that this thing is choice, to go into my Aerodactyl, which has the resistance. I don't think I can take it that well, but at the very least, I should be able to take one and just, revenge kill. So I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. I end up outspeeding this here Chandelure, so I'm not entirely sure, actually, if this thing can still be Scarfed. He might be Specs after that, but it looks like it was doing Scarf damage. Maybe he's Modest Scarf, and just Mega Aerodactyl just that fast and outspeeds him. Now, in comes Golisopod now, and I was expecting the Aqua Jet or the First Impression, depending on what he predicted. He goes for the First Impression, so I got the prediction right, because I do have the resistance to that. Just going to go for a Wing Attack, and that will nearly kill the Gandipod. It nearly is dead, but it will come back in and die on my Stealth Rocks. Now, he goes into his last Pokemon here. He's forced into it, Ditto. And obviously, Dittos are always Scarf, so this is an interesting situation. A Scarf Mega Aerodactyl. And I was actually really afraid. I might actually lose here, I think to myself, because if he locks himself into Stone Edge, I need to miss. Because I don't think Serperior can kill Mega Aerodactyl in one hit without a boost. So I'm like, I don't think he's going to be able to kill either with Stone Edge, and indeed he doesn't. But I need him to miss Stone Edge. Either this hit or the next one, I would think. Because my Kyurem is my last Pokemon. While it is Scarf, it's not going to outspeed a Scarf Aerodactyl. I'm like, come on, Stone Miss. Come on, miss. So he gets another hit, and down goes my Serperior. And my last Pokemon is Kyurem, and I'm like, I don't think I can live a Stone Edge. So I'm like, come on, just miss. But he doesn't. But I live with 6 HP, and I'm like, what? I mean, this shows you, Kyurem. I mean, it's not. It has uber stats, man, including its bulk, and its bulk is fantastic. It lives a stab Stone Edge from a Mega Aerodactyl to finish it off with Ice Beam, and that was a great game there, Gandy. I don't even know what to say with that Kyurem. In a weird situation with its like uber stats, but it's type, and its type kind of holds it back. So but it definitely can dominate in UU, as you saw. Anyway, today's question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite legendary Pokemon? As for me, I'm probably going to have to go with Mew or Mewtwo. But I also really, really like, and probably because it's my favorite type in the game, I really do like Genesect because it just looks cool. Plus, it's a bug, and it has like a cannon on its back. It's amazing. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Later, y'all.